What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You guys are here with me and Sweet Tea. We're going to be discussing and talking about the main card of UFC 296 going down this weekend.
Yes, we have a huge fight card going down this weekend, and obviously WB is in the weight cutting phase, so we're not doing anything crazy. We're just gonna talk about the main card, one of the sickest main cards of the year, and give you our predictions and breakdowns and fight picks. So stick around, stay tuned, have fun, and don't do drugs and stay in school. Let's get into the video.
What up, everybody? What's up, everybody? We got a good one this weekend, folks. Live from Las Vegas, Leon Edwards will be defending his welterweight title in the octagon against Colby Covington. Have you built your bet slip yet? I've partnered with DraftKings, and right now, new customers can take advantage of an amazing offer ahead of the fights. All new customers who bet just $5 will instantly get $150 in bonus bets. That's right, new customers can bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets into your account instantly. Stay in on the action and use your $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same fight, including number of rounds and method of victory. If you're already signed up for the DraftKings, no problem. All customers can get a no sweat same game parlay or SGPX. Get a bonus bet back if your bet doesn't hit. Max reward limits apply. UFC 296 is going to be sick. Of course, yours truly is going to be facing off against Shavkat Rakhmonov in that main card. And of course, main event, you have Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. You know you want to see that fight. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code Wonderboy and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code Wonderboy only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
All right, WB, kicking it off. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there,
Real
sir.
quick, if I gotta get up and pee, just keep talking.
I will. We're just gonna roll with it like nothing ever happened.
All right.
In case y'all haven't seen our weight cut video, check that out where he puts me through a weight cut. But he is in the water loading phase,
Yes.
so 2.5 gallons today is the goal.
Whew, that's gonna take all day. I've got 1 gallon down. I got 1.5 more to go.
1.5 more. It is approximately 5 p.m.
Shocking.
So he's got to get to work over here.
Dude.
But hopefully, talking about these fights will keep it off your mind. And I mean, to kick it off, we got a banger.
Yes.
We got a banger. We got Vicente Luque. Woo! Does he have a fight name?
Nope, it's just Vicente Luque, I'm pretty
The
sure.
Brazilian Nightmare.
Is that it? No. I was about to say. I've heard that before. Who's
Usman's
that?
Nigerian Nightmare.
Oh, the Brazilian Nightmare.
The Brazilian Bomb Squad.
There you go.
Then you got Ian Garry. I want to say his fight name is something weird like the Irish Dream or something like that.
Stop. It's not the Irish Dream.
I can't confirm, but I feel like that would be his nickname.
Can I affirm or deny?
Yeah, cannot confirm or deny, but that sounds about right. Anyways, Vicente Luque, somebody you're familiar with.
Yes.
Ian Garry, you're familiar with, not in the cage perspective, but just having met him at Karate Combat events, stuff like that. Let's start with you, man. Vicente Luque, Ian Garry, what you got?
Well, this is, I do believe this is Ian Garry's first real test out there in the cage. He's fought some other guys, but I do believe this is going to be his hardest fight yet. I think they are teammates, right? I'm pretty sure everybody in the UFC welterweight division trains at the same gym.
Trains at Killcliff.
Killcliff.
He did. Like Usman left when he was fighting Gilbert. Ian left, and he's doing that whole nomadic train with only welterweights throughout the world thing. But they were, teammates in the past. Yeah.
I mean, so they train together. So they know what's up. Man, just because that I have faced off against Vicente Luque, he's had some tough fights after me as well. It's a good win, some losses, obviously. Fighting Jeff Neal. I know how tough he is, how calculative he is, how tough he is. Seeing Ian Garry's fights in the past and seeing him get clipped in his most recent fights, I think that Vicente Luque can find his mark. I am leaning towards Vicente Luque at the point just knowing how tough he is, and I just haven't seen Ian Garry really been tested. You know what I'm saying? I think this is his first test, so I'm leaning towards Ian Garry.
Ian Garry?
Excuse me. I'm leaning towards Vicente Luque.
I just let you say all that.
I know, what the heck? What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Regardless of what you think about the guy and all of the stuff going on out there, I think this is a perfect matchup for Ian Garry to win. and kind of continue his rise in the welterweight division. Only because whenever Luque fought Jeff Neal, he looked like he couldn't do much to stop Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
He couldn't switch sides. He just couldn't get out of the way of the left hand. And I feel like Ian Garry has a little bit too many weapons. He can switch sides. He can throw from all angles. And he's a little bit more dynamic.
Right.
Dynamic than Luque. I think Luque's best chance is to stay in his face, lots of pressure, and actually work in some takedowns.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's just a little bit too stationary for me in kind of his movement, and I feel like Ian Garry's a little bit too dynamic. So I'm actually taking Ian Garry to win the fight, though I am a huge Luque fan as well. Again, I just think the dynamic, abilities that you see out of Ian Garry, he's more willing to risk it and switch sides and do stuff. I think he can get the job done.
I like it, man. Okay, so we're split so far.
We're split.
Luque, me, Ian Garry, you.
Yeah.
But I could see that happening. I mean, obviously, but Vicente Luque's had some time off actually to.
He did win his last fight. It wasn't a great fight, but he did beat RDA his last fight. It was kind of a grapple fest. They have trained in the past together, and Luque's head coach, used to train Ian, so they're very familiar with Garry.
Right.
And with everything going on with Garry, that's kind of like my hesitancy is all the stuff surrounding Ian Garry right now. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a gym. He's been kicked out of places. All the stuff going on. How is that affecting him mentally? We'll see Saturday, but I mean, strike for strike, I feel like he's kind of more well-rounded in the striking aspect. I haven't seen grappling from him. Right. I haven't really seen any defense. I can't really talk to that, but
you also got to think about Ian Garry's mental game too, like you said, leading into this fight. I mean, he's mentioned on social media that he's worried about his family's safety while he's in Vegas for UFC 296. So, I mean, is that going to be a thing?
Safe,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know why you would say that. I mean, it's not like nobody's gonna.
I don't know. People are trying to hurt his family, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know why. But
he's thinking that, right? His mind is going to be on that and not the fight.
Yeah.
So that could be a possibility.
Yeah. Do I think he will win? Do I think he can win and he has the tools to win? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Ian Garry, Vicente Luque. Fight number 1. Moving on to fight number 2, another kind of controversial announcement. Paddy Pimblett.
Oh, man.
Tony Ferguson.
I feel bad. This is not a bad fight, I don't think, for Tony Ferguson. Just because, we've almost seen Paddy Pimblett almost get knocked out pretty much every time he's fought.
Yeah, he does like to get hit.
He does like to get it. And it's been a while since he's fought, like over a year, right?
Yeah, he messed his ankle up, tore some stuff in his ankle.
I think he had to have some surgery.
Yeah.
That said, do I believe that Tony Ferguson should still be fighting? No. I think he should not be fighting. But he's taken a lot of punishment over the years. He's a veteran like myself. It's questionable. Paddy Pimblett, the younger, the fresher fighter of the bunch, I'm leaning towards Paddy. Just
out of age and durability, and Tony's kind of, I mean, Tony has lost all 6 fights in a row, but they've been against straight savages. The least of the fighters that he has fought has been Bobby Green. Before that, it was Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje. I mean, just the baddest of the baddest dudes out there. He's been fighting, so he hasn't been losing to nope. This is his first real kind of step back
from those monsters.
So we can kind of see, all right, is there anything left of the old Tony in there? Yeah. And that's who I'm pulling for. So we're staying
Big
split.
Tony.
I think Big Tone Bone, David Goggins himself through 3 rounds. Paddy gasses early. Tony stays durable and finishes him with a submission. Something slick, nasty. Maybe Peruvian necktie.
Ooh, okay, good.
Do I think that's actually going to happen? Absolutely not. But
now, do I want Tony Ferguson?
I'm taking Tone Bone.
Yes, I would love to see him go out there and do it. But just against, like we've seen. But, he's lost his last few fights and taken a lot of punishment. But I'm leaning for Paddy. Still split. Let us know your comments down below, guys, who y'all think is going to win these fights as well. Just to throw that out there.
Fight number 3.
Well, you got to bring it up, dude.
Steve Wonderboy Thompson taking on the one and only Nomad, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Unbeatable, indestructible, never before been tested, never before even been punched in the face one single time by anybody. I'm taking Wonderboy all day, baby.
Thank you.
WB all day.
Thank you, bro.
And in all seriousness, you don't have to. You can opt out of this.
Go for it. Yep.
If you want, you know, I don't know if I want to pick the fight or not. It'd be kind of weird.
Split. I got Shavkat.
The way I
You
see
got
the
Tony,
fight
you got me.
is, yeah. The way I see the fight is, number one, Shavkat's only fought 5 times in the UFC. His toughest test was against Jeff Neal. He fought Jeff Neal, you know, he got hit. He got rocked. Before that, he was like, had like that Hamzat vibe where he's untouchable, starching everybody, crushing people. But again, it takes that one fighter, you know, levels up to kind of show the world that, all right, this guy isn't as indestructible as everybody, you know, makes him out to be. He does have a great record. He has finished everybody, but he's only had 5 UFC fights. The UFC is different than the regional scene. UFC is different than any other promotion out there. So you're finally getting to a point to where he's gonna start getting tested. You're the best striker in the welterweight division. I think you're gonna be able to hit him.
Thank you, sir.
Hit him a lot.
I am glad to be his test. I'm so glad to be his test. I agree with you. I think he's touchable now. Do I think, you know, obviously him being the Shambo guy is gonna want to like try to take the fight to the ground, obviously. But I like this fight because, and people know this, the guy's gonna try and finish you. He's not gonna have a boring fight. We wanna have amazing fights. I'm talking fight of the year type fights. Like me and Holland last year, you know what I mean? So I do believe that he's gonna try to finish, which makes an exciting fight.
So you get to go out there, have fun, test yourself.
Yes.
And again, everybody's saying this guy's the next future champion of the division. So you beat him now, I mean, that title fight, that title shot is right there.
Right there, dude, right
does
there.
Leaps and bounds tremendous. So obviously I'm Team WB all the way.
Let's go.
They're gonna be able to touch him, hit him, it'll be too fast. That just is what it is.
Thanks, man.
Co-main event.
Coming.
Alexandra Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. This is for the flyweight belt. Alexander Pantoja beat Alex Moreno for the belt. Now he's defending it against Brandon Royval.
Yeah, Pantoja is a monster, dude. He's a beast. Good.
And the whole time he's out there, he looks like he's about to fall asleep.
He does. What is that about?
He's like sleeping. He's like just, I don't know, sleep fighting out there.
Yeah, I mean, he tries to lure his opponent to sleep and just tease off on him.
Yep.
It's a trick. It's a mind game. It's a genjutsu. I'm going from Pantoja.
Yeah.
Pantoja.
Pantoja for sure. You know, anytime you can take out Alex Moreno,
dude.
I mean, the assassin baby,
dude. Then you're a state champ for a while. You can do that. I think he moved to a different division, did he not?
Well, I keep saying Alex Moreno. It's Brandon Moreno.
Brandon Moreno.
I knew it wasn't Alex. It was Alex Moreno and Brandon Moreno.
Yeah. We know who you were talking about.
Brandon Moreno. I mean, Alex Perez. Like he's on a tail. Manel Kopp. He's already beaten Brandon Royval before in the past. So this is a rematch. I'm staying with the champ.
Me too. Champ it up.
Pantoja. Same way, he's super duper durable. I think he's going to be able to eat Brandon Royval's shots and kind of do the same thing. Just beat Brandon Royval up. And I think he gets the TKO this time.
Yeah, I think he could do that. I think he'd do that as well. I think he's, you know, obviously it's going to be an all-around fight. It's not just going to be, I don't think it's going to be just strictly ground or strictly stand-up. They're going to put everything together. But I think Pantoja's going to win it.
Pantoja.
Pantoja.
Moving on to the main event, welterweight strap. I mean, 2 of the best welterweights in the world.
You gonna go first or me go first?
You can go first this one.
Okay.
Piggyback off of you.
This is what I see. From the fights that we've seen with Colby Covington and Usman, right? We know what happened there twice. We know what happened with Leon and Usman twice. We all know that Leon Edwards is just as dangerous in the 5th as he is in the 1st. So he's dangerous the entire time. Nobody's been able to put Usman on his back. Colby couldn't do it. And guess who did? Leon Edwards. I believe Leon Edwards is the bigger fighter. Believe it or not, Colby Covington's not a big welterweight. He walks around fairly light for a welterweight. I think that Colby Covington is going to use his cardio, which Leon Edwards is prepared for because, you know, Kamaru Usman had a gas tank and he still couldn't do anything. Obviously, he was winning the fight until he didn't, but I think that since he is the bigger fighter, I think he'll be able to keep the fight standing. Colby Covington's going to look for the takedown. Leon's going to get back up, and I think he could obviously finish him. I think his striking is that good that he could finish Colby Covington. So I'm going for Leon. You got the other way?
I'm taking Colb's bulbs.
What?
You know, everybody knows MMA math don't work.
Bro.
You can't be like, well, you know, first off, like you said, Usman was winning that fight until he wasn't. And then that knockout.
You can't ignore it.
You can't ignore it, but he was winning the whole fight.
He was.
And I believe that knockout weighed heavily on Usman in the second fight. He was more hesitant. He was scared to kind of go in there and get caught with something because it's happened before. Colby doesn't have that issue. He does have a gas tank. He is a pressure-heavy fighter, and he doesn't mind winning a boring decision. He knows what he's good at, and he's really good at doing what he's good at. He's just going to stay in Leon's face. Even if he doesn't get the takedown, he's going to pressure him, stay in his face, pressure him. Leon gasses. Colby takes rounds 3, 4, and 5, and new, just like that. Belt switch.
Nah, bro, Leon, you got it, bro. Because you know why I want you to win it? Because after I beat Shavkat, I'm going to fight Leon. Okay.
Or if he doesn't win it,
still fight Leon.
Still fight Leon. Either way, you know what I mean?
Dude, we're split. I mean, besides 2 fights.
Besides 2 fights, I'm taking Colby. I think,
Leon, dude.
You know, what do they say? Broken clock is right twice a day. You take enough title shots, you're bound to win one of them. You know?
Yeah, no, dude.
The more he fights for the belt,
this
the
is
better chance he has.
title fight. What the flip,
This is his third title fight.
His third title fight.
His third title fight.
Title tight.
So,
how is that? That just makes me so mad. There you have it, guys. Sweet tea.
UFC 296 breakdown. We're split. The only one we agree on is Pantoja, and then obviously WB taking the W on that one. But we're split down the middle. We want to know what you guys think for this exciting fight card going down this weekend. UFC 296 at Las Vegas T-Mobile Arena. We get to be back out there. Exciting for that. WB heads out Tuesday, so he might have already left by the time this video comes out. So he's doing his thing out there. Make sure you guys tune in.
Check it.
And yeah.
And cheer for your boy.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Peace, y'all.